Oh my gosh.
It's the
Big wampum.
big wampum. I actually thought about that. I wore it and then I took off my jacket and I get it and I was like, oh. But my problem is I saw the shirt and I was like, it's a big wampum day, you know?
That is hilarious.
It always feels like a big wampum day.
That is amazing.
Oh yeah.
It's always a big wampum day.
It really is, and it feels. It's like I wish I gotta like have it higher so it looks like I'm like headless a little bit. There we go. Look at that.
That's so funny.
You know, this color really does help slim me down a little bit.
Oh, absolutely.
I feel like I lost like 230 pounds.
This takes the camo being like invisible to a whole new level.
It really does. This is great.
That's incredible. Well, we are going to be streaming to you live on all of your Pilot TVs, your Pilot Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV. Pilot TV on the Twitch app and on YouTube Live. Both of our channel names for you guys to check out are MegaSota. So definitely check us out on all of our different streaming platforms and shoot us out a message and we'll shoot you right back out a little bit of extra luck.
Oh yeah, and speaking of all those shiny new Pilot TVs, we just sent out a bunch to a ton of new locations, and these are the locations that just got them installed. We got Westside Tavern, Silver Star Saloon, Eagle View Bar and Grill, Bucks Bar, Heartland Country Club, American Legion Lewiston, Hideaway Tavern and Grill, American Legion Mabel, Mabel Liquor Store, Trails End, American Legion Long Prairie, Rose City Bar, American Legion La Center, Rivers Bend Bar and Grill, The Wheelhouse, Brandon Municipal Liquor, The Foundry Pub, The Bar Hastings, and the Tavern of Starbuck. Woo, congratulations to all those locations getting those shiny new Pilot TVs. Wish you guys a little bit of extra luck on all this awesome game day bingo we have tonight. And man, I don't know if it's because I don't have any lungs, but I'm a little breathless right now.
That was a long list of brand new Pilot TVs. That is awesome to see. So go check us out in all of our different locations, getting those awesome Pilot TVs unwrapped and installed. We got a bunch of you guys 4 balls away right now working on that $19.40 must-go prize. That just means that this minor prize is going to be growing and rolling on over to game number 2, where that is going to be clicking up from 52 to 54 balls or less. Hopefully we can get it over $600 before we give it out to one of you lucky players, because if we do it then, that means that we get to give you guys onto our jackpot list. Before we talk about those winners, we got Rockin' Robin over at VFW Spring Lake Park taking home that must-go prize, $19.40, going out to you, Rockin' Robin. Nicely done in this game number 1.
Oh yeah, definitely some great stuff.
In a game number 2 now.
Oh yeah, definitely some great stuff. Make sure you guys are getting enrolled in Press and Play. That minor jackpot's going to be clicking up a monetary amount, as well as going to be 54 balls or less to take home. So you guys definitely want to be here for that next round. But we did have a jackpot winner from yesterday, and that was Cat Tat over at Bootleggers Piers, taking home $1,256. Good job to you, Cat Tat. But if you guys ever feel the need to switch things up from our live bingo, we did release a new eTab game you guys can check out called Phone Tag. You guys can win big in the Gossip bonus round and then watch the credits roll in the Call Around the World bonus round. It's a ton of fun, and make sure you guys are checking that out.
Absolutely. It's an awesome one. Definitely check that one out. We do have an awesome jackpot winner to talk about from yesterday, though. And over the entirety of Season 12, we ended up giving out 719 jackpots. That is incredible to see. I made the guess that we were going to give out over 700 jackpots.
You did.
And everyone told me I was crazy, but here we are now.
Oh, yeah. Look at us now. Here we are. We're at the tail
awesome
end, and it was just glad to see that we were able to hit that 700 jackpot amount.
That's right. But just yesterday, we had one jackpot winner contributing to Season 13 now, and that jackpot winner was Cat Tat. They were playing over at Bootleggers Piers and ended up taking home $1,256.
Oh, yeah. And another reminder for our brand new eTab to go check out Phone Tag. You guys can win big in that Gossip bonus round and watch the credits roll in the Call Around the World bonus round.
Absolutely. And if you want to be up to date with everything Pilot Games, when we're releasing the new eTabs, when we highlight those player pictures and all the good things in between, head on over to our Facebook page and give us a like and follow. You'll be able to keep up with all of that awesomeness, all of our scheduling, big progressives, and even utilize that link tree. Our website link has direct links to all of our social media like Twitter and Instagram, as well as all of our streaming platforms, pgl.world, and all the locations that you guys can check out Pilot Games at.
Oh, yeah. But we have a ton of bingo we run throughout the entirety of our day. And starting off our day, we start with what we're playing right now. It's these 12 to 1 times of game day bingo. They're the 50-cent cards. And this minor, it's starting off the time right now. It's actually currently sitting at $399. Actually, $401.
Yes.
You guys could take that home in 54 balls or less. That major jackpot of $3,742, you can take home in 51 balls or less. And that mega jackpot sitting at $38,700. $71. You guys can take that home in 48 balls or less in this next round. But if any of these jackpots happen to grow and roll and you guys can't get them during these 12-to-1 times, after a 1 o'clock time of Lucky 4 bingo, where you guys get a chance at $65,465, you guys will be getting 3 more hours of game day bingo, running from 1 all the way till 4 o'clock. And it's those same 50-cent cards running all the way until the start of that happy hour stream.
Absolutely. And during that happy hour show, starting at 4 p.m., and that's your second chance at that Lucky 4 bingo jackpot. If you are unable to take it home at 1 p.m., we got over $65,000 rolling and growing on over to that happy hour stream, where you're going to have 2 opportunities at it. That first one at 4 p.m. and that second one at the end of the happy hour stream at 6 p.m. In between those 2 final rounds of Lucky 4 bingo, we got 23 more final rounds of game day bingo, where Ian and I are going to be taking on over that happy hour stream and trying to give out those jackpots. And whatever they grow from that 1 to 4 time, that's what you continue playing during our happy hour stream. But as soon as we let you guys loose at 6 p.m., you guys are going to be able to jump right into some skull bingo uninterrupted tonight from 6 all the way until 10 p.m. We're getting that that skull bingo started off with a line prize at $213 that can be taken home in 10 balls or less. A large frame of $17,337 at 43 balls or less. Not to mention that coverall prize, $12,148 you guys can take home in 50 balls or less. Definitely some great jackpots on the line for you guys to try and take home and not interrupted, as we just finished off our 2 specialty nights of the week.
Oh yeah, but if you guys want a reminder about those awesome specialty nights, we run weekly. The first of which is our MegaSota game night. It's our biggest gambling night of the week, where you guys get to hang out with Tony and Nikki and get a ton of PGL points. And if you guys want to know, it starts off for you guys at 6:40 every single Tuesday. And during those times, you guys go through all those awesome PGL games all the way up until their Jackpot Jungle Grand Finale, where in 54 balls or less, you guys will be able to take home $3,034. So make sure you guys are swinging on out for that. But if you happen to miss that specialty night and still want to earn those great PGL points, you guys can swing out the next night for our Wild Wednesday. Before we talk about that, we got Tim B51 over at Gas Can Bar and Grill taking home that must-go prize of $27.60. Good job to you, Tim B51.
Absolutely. That just means that minor prize over $400 is rolling and growing on over to game number 3, where we have it clicking up from 54 to 56 balls or less. Let's see how high we can get that minor prize before it goes out into one of your guys' pockets. But he was just about to let you guys know about that Wild Wednesday. You guys can check that out each and every Wednesday from 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. We had that one last night, and those were the first 2 specialty nights of season 13. You guys will definitely want to check out our specialty nights and take home those PGL points and compete against each other as we're kicking off a brand new season. Make sure you guys are signed up at pgl.world if you want to take home those PGL points that you can acquire on our specialty nights, though. But as you guys get enrolled, as you have 2 minutes to do so in game number 3, we have some national days to jump into with you guys.
Oh yeah, and this first one is a fun one, as we have National Bird Day. Nature lovers, bird lovers, and bird watchers across the country annually recognize National Bird Day on January 5th. It's also one of the several designated holidays celebrating birds.
Really?
Yeah. So we'll take a look, see if we can find any fun bird facts or anything like that. Do you have a favorite bird or anything like that?
I was just asked about this, and I am caught between a couple.
All right.
So I think hawks are so cool.
Oh yeah.
Just so cool. I love owls. I think owls are super cool as well. But actual birds, I'd probably pick a hummingbird.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hawks are awesome, because I've seen someone people that do training falcons and hawks. That's just crazy, because I couldn't imagine I've seen someone who trained their hawk to help them hunt and stuff, and I was imagine you're just a random animal and you just have basically a missile guided bird. I decided that no, I guess I'm not supposed to be here anymore.
Crazy. Well, I have looked up 10 facts that you would think that are real that sound fake.
Alrighty.
The first one is that crows, ravens, and pigeons are all smarter than you may previously have thought, and scientists actually have proof.
Interesting. Next up, we have chickens and ostriches are thought to be descendants of the Tyrannosaurus rex, which is false, but they are, however, dinosaurs are very closely related to birds.
Is it false?
It is. Oh, yeah.
I thought chickens were related to T-Rexes.
I thought these were false facts.
No, these are true, but sound fake.
Oh, fake but are. Oh, yeah, they sound fake but are true. And yeah, that one is true. For a second, I was like, okay.
I was gonna
I was
say.
just agreeing with the article because I was like, but I was gonna say I do know that they are related to birds.
Yeah.
And that's why they actually think that the T-Rex, instead of having like short arms like this, that they're actually just like supposed to be bent back.
And they were wings.
Yeah. Well, not even like just like kind of like useless ones, like close to chickens almost. Yeah.
The average man would need to eat around 285 pounds of meat per day if they had the metabolism of a hummingbird.
I'm telling you what, brisket would be so good.
That would be so much meat.
It would be, but like, I don't know. I feel like I might be able to get it done.
You think?
Yeah.
If you had the metabolism of a hummingbird, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
But no.
Just eating that much would be like awful.
That is insane.
Yeah. Next up, we have the Bassian thrush releases gas to scare worms out of hiding.
Interesting. I've never heard of this bird.
Interesting.
I would like to take a peek at what this bird looks like.
Sounds like it's related to my dad because that's how he used to get us out of the living room.
Really knows how to clear a room.
Yep.
Wow, you would never know it was a gassy little guy.
No, never would have thought about it. Where does it like? Does it come out of his mouth or?
They're from Queensland.
Interesting.
I don't know where the gas comes out of.
Yeah.
Oh, they're commonly known on a place called Kangaroo Island.
Oh, that sounds like a very bad place to be.
I was gonna say.
I saw a video of a guy having to
dangerous.
fight a kangaroo to like save his dog before.
Scary.
Yeah, he's still like.
There's some beefed up guys.
He went in like with like the almost like old school like fisticuffs like hand style, and he's still like.
You won the tussle.
Yeah, he still took out the kangaroo. It was funny.
Wow. That is incredible. Let's take a peek what else bird facts sound fake but are true.
All right.
The bird world is fascinating and a strange place to be. From a bird with claws on its wings to another bird's ability to recognize human faces, there are a lot of interesting things to know about various bird species.
Crows.
Interesting.
I think crows can recognize human faces. They can recognize people.
Huh.
Yeah, because there's like ones that like, have you heard of the thing like if you give like a crow like something, then it'll like start bringing you like shiny stuff basically.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Well, next up we have for these facts, chickens and ostriches, closely related to the T-Rex. But next up, before we get into that, though, we do have a winner as we have Super D over at Shores 96 taking home that must-go prize of $33. Good job to you, Super D, meaning that minor jackpot's going to be growing and rolling on to this next round, clicking up to 58 balls or less to take home, making it just that much easier.
Absolutely. I can't wait to see what we can get this minor prize to before we get it out into one of your guys' pockets. So make sure you guys are getting enrolled in a game number 4 now. Yeah, game number 4 now. Ooh. So make sure you guys are getting enrolled in the next 2.5 minutes as we are closing in on $500 on that minor prize now. We'd love to see it get over $600 and make it to our actual jackpot list and count towards our rolling total for season 13. That'd be a great way to get today started off. But make sure you guys are getting enrolled as we continue talking about some bird facts. And apparently, baby hoatzins have tiny claws on their wings. And if you've seen this bird, it is very strangely proportioned. It is a huge body and huge wings, but one of the smallest bird heads I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's
a bright blue head.
Yeah.
But the rest of the body is like
with like these weird, like almost like a mohawk of like yellow feathers that go up. It's a very odd looking guy.
It's native to the Amazon.
Interesting. That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, they have tiny claws on their wings as well as their feet.
I guess it makes sense when you consider that like anacondas and stuff would be trying to get at them.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
That is really, really insane.
Yeah. Next up on our facts, we have crows and ravens are actually extremely intelligent. According to National Geographic, crows can use tools and solve logic puzzles. Further, scientists believe that ravens may even pre-plan their tasks, a trait previously thought to be exclusively human.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And it's actually pigeons can recognize human faces. That makes sense to me. Not only that, but they can also use touchscreens, and apparently they even learn to read. In a paper published by the Proceedings on the National Academy of Sciences, scientists have established that pigeons can learn to recognize around 50 words, and crucially, they can distinguish words from non-words.
That's crazy. Didn't Mike Tyson have like a ton of pigeons?
Did he?
I think so.
It would make sense. Pigeons were once seen as like human sidekicks. Like they were really, really highly regarded.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. Oh, that's weird. I wouldn't have thought that of pigeons.
Yeah.
You know? Next up, though, on our fact, we have ospreys carry their prey to a specific way to be more aerodynamic. That's scary.
Yeah. Apparently, parasitic jaegers carry food by stealing it directly from the mouths of other birds.
Oh, I'd be so mad.
That's rude.
I know. What are you supposed to do at that point? I guess just try and get it back. Yeah, just try and get something else. That's messed up.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yep. And, that was the same one. The average man would have to eat 285 pounds of meat. That is crazy, though. Bearded vultures are the only birds to dye their plumage on purpose.
Really?
Yeah, they are like, diet consists of 70 to 90% bone, and it's the only bird in the world whose diet is like this. According to the World Wildlife Federation, it bashes larger bones into smaller, more manageable pieces by dropping them from a height so that they shatter. But that's not the only unique thing about the species. According to a paper published, the bearded vultures purposely dye their feathers with red soil, most likely to prove their dominance to other birds. No other species dresses itself up this way.
That's pretty scary. Yeah. Apparently, the European sterling bird is so good at mimicry, they even can produce human speech.
Oh, yeah. I know parrots can do that. I had a friend whose parrot would just, like...
Yeah. Like, apparently, it sounds like a human. Like, entire phrases.
Wow.
Oh, that's California creepy. Condors are really cool.
Yeah.
They have such a big wingspan. They are sometimes even mistaken as small airplanes.
Yeah, it used to be so fun going into like the desert and stuff, and you'd see them. They were huge.
Yeah, they're really, really cool.
Yeah, let's see. Next up, we have, and
That's
looks like it's it. Definitely some awesome stuff. Happy National Bird Day.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys are out there celebrating. Maybe figure out your favorite bird.
Absolutely, and if you'd like a funny movie to watch, it's...
Rio. Definitely.
Rio. I was going to say The Big Year. It's got Jack Black, Owen Wilson, and Steve Martin.
And they're all bird watchers. Mm-hmm. It's so funny. Competing
for The Big Year, where they try and see as many birds species as they can in a year.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good one. Next up, we have National Keto Day. And National Keto Day hits January 5th with an approach to transforming our health. Recent research suggests that a high-fat, low-carb, ketogenic, or keto diet offers a number of benefits.
Yeah, short term.
Yes, I don't think any of these like cut-out diets are really sustainable long term, but if you're looking for quick results, it may help.
Oh, yeah. But before we get more into stuff like that, we do have a couple winners with Super D over at Short 96 and Brenda over at JB's Tavern. They're going to be splitting up that Musco of $31.90, meaning that minor jackpot's going to be growing and rolling on this next round, clicking up a monetary amount as well as clicking up to 60 balls or less to take home, meaning they would have taken home that jackpot if it would have been in this next game.
Absolutely. It's definitely a little bit more doable now, and so make sure you guys are getting enrolled in the next 2.5 minutes because we're looking at this game to be the game to give out this minor. We have it already growing to $521, and we'll see what we can get it to in the next 2 minutes. But we were talking about keto, and so if you've had great benefits from this, kudos to you. I don't think it's a very sustainable lifestyle, but it is National Keto Day, so if you'd like to know more about it, today is maybe the day to look it up.
Yeah, definitely. Next up on our national days, it's National Whipped Cream Day. Add a little extra something special to desserts to celebrate January 5th for National Whipped Cream Day. Not only does it add creaminess and a bit of pizzazz, but it also makes a difference between the ho-hum or a kind of celebration or a beverage or dessert.
Absolutely. I love adding a little pizzazz to any dessert.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And, yeah, whipped cream's definitely the way to do it. I don't think there's any other way to have pumpkin pie.
Do you like canned whipped cream more, or do you like Cool Whip?
Canned whipped cream.
Canned whipped cream?
Canned whipped cream on top of, like, pies and stuff. Mm-hmm. Cool Whip is great for, like, making, like, a fruit salad or something. Yeah.
See, I think I'm a Cool Whip all-around kind of gal.
Really? Mm-hmm. Then it's all right if you're weird. It's fine.
It's okay. I'll embrace it. I think it was because that's, like, what I grew up with in my grandma's house, you know?
This is just so much more fun. Just
See, we were never allowed to have Cool Whip in my household.
Oh.
Yeah. I missed out.
That's sad.
Yeah. I definitely have taken it from, like, the...
Yeah, like Ready Whip.
Spout before, but...
Oh, yeah, once you can. It's like the first thing you do.
You know what I saw, speaking of those spouts? Somebody took a pierogi. This is so off topic. Someone took a pierogi and Cheese Whiz, and they stuck the Cheese Whiz in there, and they filled their pierogi, and it stuffed it with Cheese Whiz. I was like... If it was any other cheese, I could get behind it, but
if you like melted cheese, put it in like a piping bag or something, and then did something like that.
That would be really good.
That would make sense if you did like, Pierogies are so good.
Pierogies are so good.
I was just thinking, just because of like what's in there, like almost like an American cheese would almost be maybe the way to go, just because of like meltability. But yeah, any like cheddar or anything.
Definitely get behind it.
That's a genius idea.
Yeah, I saw that and I thought it was incredible. But I'm sure you could do that with whipped cream too. I don't even know why people don't do that. Like take their donut and like fill it with whipped cream.
I'm gonna give it a shot next time.
Yeah.
I saw someone who did that to a Twinkie, saying there wasn't enough filling.
I mean, go for it.
I mean, yeah.
It's gonna taste good.
Of course, yeah. I also saw them like put like melted chocolate in those before.
Really?
Yeah. I've
people
seen people
get creative.
spruce up their stuff.
Yeah, I was actually over at Ian's aunt's house over the holiday season, and his nieces were making cake pops.
Okay.
But instead of using cake and crumbling up, they were taking like Little Debbie's chocolate cakes. And using them and making cake pops with them. And she was like, it's awesome because she can let the girls do it themselves. There's no use for the oven. You don't have to worry about anyone hurting themselves.
No,
and
you
it was
just
pretty
take a
good.
Bloody Debbie and just
Literally,
it. Yeah.
that's all they did was
And
crumble
then
it up because it already had the frosting on top of the cupcake. And so it made it that like cake pop like consistency, you know? And so it worked really well, and then they just dipped them in chocolate like little truffles, and it was so good.
I saw someone do that with zebra cakes. Yeah, which also
I've never had a zebra cake in my life.
They're not bad.
I was always like a ho-ho kind of household. Like I was a good day if I got a ho-ho in my lunch.
I like the Hostess cupcakes.
I don't think I've ever had one of those either.
Those are top tier. That's a must. That's a must.
I've never had a honey bun. I've never.
That one's like a hit or miss.
See,
They're good if you heat them up.
I think I would like them a lot.
It's close to a cinnamon roll, but it's just almost like I think a heated up honey bun might be better than a cinnamon roll to me.
Oh, I'd have to try it.
It's definitely one to try.
Yeah. Like I've only had a cosmic brownie probably twice in my life.
Those ones are they're good. I like them a lot.
I like them. Those would be a good one to make cake pops out of.
Oh yeah. I don't know what my favorite out of those would be though.
Yeah, I don't know. What would be your favorite thing to put whipped cream on?
Either pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
Or any like shake or like smoothie. If like there's whipped cream, I'll be a little happy. On ice cream, it's always great. It's always top tier.
We got Wisco over at the Riverbend Bar and Grill in Ramsey taking home that minor prize, $531.94, officially going out in this game number 5. Congratulations to Wisco. Nicely done taking home that minor. We've been looking to give out this awesome one, and that just means that $39.20 is getting tacked on to game number 6 for a double must-go. So if we're unable to give out that mega, major, or minor prize in this round, you are going to begin a double must-go. So make sure you guys are getting enrolled in the next 2.5 minutes.
Oh, yeah, definitely some awesome stuff. But what do you think your favorite thing would be to put whipped cream on?
Probably pie. Any pie.
Yeah.
I like a banana cream pie with a good Cool Whip.
Oh, yeah.
I like a cherry pie with some Cool Whip.
Even
I
key lime.
like, anything. Lemon meringue. I guess that's more meringue than it is whipped cream.
I was at my friend's Thanksgiving. His aunt made pecan bourbon pie.
Ooh.
And like pecan pie, it's like really sweet and stuff, and sometimes it's a little hard to eat. But the bourbon, you could actually like almost like taste the bourbon. And I was like, oh, this is so good. And with some whipped cream on it, it was just perfect. They almost I thought they were gonna have to like grab me and like keep me away because someone was already supposed to be taking it home.
Yeah.
And I was so close to just
nagging it.
If I didn't have to show my face around there again.
That's so funny. Oh my gosh, yeah. Any pie, you cannot go wrong with some Cool Whip on. I gotta have you try my dad's pecan pie. He makes a double chocolate pecan with molasses, and it is when he like crushes pecan into the graham cracker crust. And it is so good. It's a whole new level.
Does he make them on just like any occasion, or does it have
I could ask him to.
I will.
I feel like anything I asked my dad to cook or bake, he would do.
That's a fair point. Yeah.
Yeah, I came into Brighton for literally less than 12 hours, and he was like, "I've got 6 pounds of chicken smoking in there for you to take back." I was like, "Okay, I could come home more often."
Dude, smoked chicken. Oh. What do you? Well, obviously at that point, getting like that kind of like leftovers when I get like turkey or anything like that, it's like I can make so much with this.
So much.
Oh, I'm excited. That'd be, you could definitely make a lot with that.
Oh, absolutely. So I will hook you up next time my dad is making something, and we will celebrate this whipped cream day with his amazing pie. But maybe today is the day for you guys to get a slice of pie with some Cool Whip on there and have yourself a day. But we have one last national day to talk about as you guys are getting enrolled in this game number 6, and it is National Screenwriters Day. On January 5th, when the credits roll on your favorite show or movie, admire the writers on National Screenwriters Day.
Oh, yeah. Definitely one of the more important part of the filmmaking process.
Absolutely. Let's take a peek at some of the best screenwriters.
You can definitely tell when the writing is, like, horrible, and it almost, like, it can ruin a movie.
Here it does. That's like when people...
they can fly now? Oh, somehow Palpatine returned. Get out of here. I'm so mad at Star Wars.
It's like when Black Adam came out. I've never even seen the film myself, so I can't speak on the writing in it. But there was interviewing people after the premiere of it, and they were like, somebody wrote this dialogue, sent it to the cast. They all read it out loud in the room to each other, filmed it, reset it out loud in front of each other, acting it, and still somehow this dialogue got passed. And it really got me nervous to watch it.
And it's free to watch right now, basically.
Yeah.
And, like, honestly, like, someone told me if you want to watch it, just, like, the action in it is good.
Yeah,
but
Ben,
just don't
have you seen Black Adam? I know Ian was talking about it the other day.
He was telling me, just watch it.
Yeah, Ian said it wasn't as bad as everyone was making it seem.
Yeah, and he was like, anyone who watches Marvel films, he said, shouldn't be able to, like
nitpick too much.
Yeah, bash on it. Yeah.
Well, we do have some of the best. Ben says he has seen it. I would like to hear his take on the dialogue and what happened in it.
Now, I heard that the Avatar is supposed to be pretty good. Avatar 2.
Really?
Yeah.
I've heard some mixed reviews.
I've heard that, like, it's like, again, like, you know, you got to really, like, be...
Ben says it was terrible.
Oh, he said it
wasn't. Ben, it wasn't terrible. Okay. He also had a pretty bad experience seeing Avatar 2.
Oh, no.
He just went with someone who had really negative expectations and kind of ruined the screening of it.
Oh, gosh. Just, like, bashing it while
through
stuff's,
the
like,
entire
coming
movie.
Up. Okay. I would be so upset. I hate watching it. You know what?
Ben had a terrible time.
Ever since like, I've been able to go back to movie theaters,
yes.
I almost feel like people around, like...
have no etiquette at all.
And it's almost around, like, Ben and Gabe's age. Almost, like, more towards, like, Gabe's age. Just so, like, every movie I've gone to just about has been almost ruined by some, like, high schooler that's, like, says, like, a bunch of stuff through the film. Or they're, like, cackling really loud.
Yeah,
it's almost, like,
I even, like,
purpose.
said something to someone in the theater one time, and I was like, hey, could you please stop talking? And they just continued to talk, and when the other person was like, hey, maybe we should be quiet, the person goes, well, she only asked once. Like, no, one should be enough. I shouldn't have to ask it all. You're in a theater. We do have E-Me's over at Malone's Bar and Grill in Maple Grove, taking home that double Musco of $67.90. Nicely done, taking home that double Musco in this game number 6. We're about to be enrolled in a game number 7 now, over that halfway mark in this game day lunchtime show. So make sure you guys are getting those iPads and getting enrolled.
Oh, yeah, definitely some awesome stuff. But we're looking at some top screenwriters.
Yes.
And, let's see. Charlie Kaufman, definitely a good one.
Quentin Tarantino, we got Bill Wilder, we got Paul Schrader, we got Francis Ford Coppola, Woody Allen, obviously.
Yeah, different Woody Allen, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oliver Stone, definitely have Eric Roth.
Yeah, Christopher Nolan. I know that name.
J.J. Abrams. Yeah, Christopher Nolan did all the good Batmans.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, The Dark Knight, and then let's see, I think he did Interstellar as well as Inception.
Okay.
Yeah, big one.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the one who's doing Oppenheimer.
Oh, really?
And they allegedly recreated the first atomic bomb without using special effects.
Really?
Yeah, they used I forgot what they're called, practical effects for it. So I don't know what they did. Obviously, they didn't, like, make an atom bomb or anything like that, but, like,
I was gonna say, what do you mean?
They made a big explosion.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Oh gosh. We got a bunch of people. I need, like, Shonda Rhimes is considered one of the greatest top screenwriters. She's the creator of Grey's Anatomy.
I guess.
She just makes people get emotionally attached to people and then makes them watch them get just absolutely booted off the show in just miserable ways.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah.
Stephen King might not like him, but Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stephen King's another one.
Yeah. Is he actually like a screenwriter?
Is he considered a screenwriter? I think
he
might
was just like
be
an
a
author.
director. Yeah, but I think he directs the films and stuff that he does.
I know he really didn't like Stanley Kubrick after he did Here's Johnny.
Oh, really? The Shining?
The Shining, yeah.
Interesting.
He said he didn't do it right or something.
Wow.
But a lot of people disagree.
Did he have anything to say about Dr. Sleep?
I don't know. I haven't seen anything about that.
Yeah, I'd love to take a peek at that.
And
I actually
as an
didn't
author,
know.
I understand being critical about a film that is being made about your work.
Maybe I'm just naive. I think I just kind of assumed that everything that has Stephen King's name on it, he worked on the production of it, and so
usually I would hope so.
Yeah, and so I gotta take a peek and see if he actually had his hand in the portrayals of his work and what he had to say about it.
I would honestly, I wouldn't let anyone make a film on my work
You would
without
think.
me doing it.
You would think because they would have to get consent to run with his stuff, right?
Yeah, just because it's in public doesn't mean you can write something about it. I believe.
No, you would think.
I don't think you can just make a movie based on a book without their permission.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
Because it's plagiarism, isn't it?
I would hope so. Unless you could do stuff loosely based on stuff.
Yeah.
I doubt they
Well, it's kind of like the Pam and Tommy series. They didn't get consent from either people, but they completely retold their story.
Oh yeah, so then you definitely can't.
But I also think that Pam Anderson sued them for getting the story wrong.
Good.
I have no idea.
Deservedly so. Also up here we got James Cameron.
Yes, we do.
He did do. He talked about the first Avatar from
Nora Ephron.
Years. Yeah. What did she do?
She has done. When Harry Met Sally, Sleepless in Seattle. I was like, I know her name for sure.
I saw Silkwood as well. I just saw notable work.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome.
She's got a lot of awards. She won the BAFTA award for Best Original Screenplay.
Good.
Yeah, very cool stuff.
When Harry Met Sally was a classic.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Do you have a favorite director or anything along those lines? Someone who if they're behind the work of a film, you're gonna be like, oh, I want to go watch that.
Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, just because I know something's gonna be whack and there's probably gonna be.
I love his retellings of history.
And there's probably gonna be feet on camera.
I just love it because he retells just huge travesties in life.
Oh, yeah.
And he rewrites the endings of them in such satisfying, horrific ways.
My dad hadn't seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And he was talking about, he's like, oh, it's not on any streaming sites. And I was like, I have Amazon Prime, Dad. Let me just use my debit card, rent it. I don't care. And he's like, how much would it cost? I was like, $3. $3.99. And you can take up to a month to start it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But before we talk more about that, we got Reagan over at Neighbors on the Rum taking home $32. Good job to you, Reagan. As that minor jackpot's gonna be clicking up in monetary amount, it's clicking up to 56 balls or less to take home, as well as that major and that mega growing and rolling onto this next round.
Yeah, absolutely. Nicely done. In this round number 7, we are about to be enrolled in a round number 8. Just about 4 more rounds, or 5?
Ooh.
4 or 5 more games left of this lunchtime show, so make sure you guys are getting enrolled in Press and Play and getting ready to take home some cash in the next 2 minutes.
Oh yeah.
But I
Quentin
definitely
Tarantino, great films. But yeah, my dad was so pumped, and then he was just talking about all the history that happened in it.
Yeah.
Because he was living around there the time that the film was taking place, and so he was just talking about all the the cultists and stuff that were in it. And he was just talking about how it was just so funny seeing Leo just run out yelling at him, calling them hippies and to get off his road.
So funny.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so good. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoy most of his movies, I think.
He has a lot of great works. It's him, Christopher Nolan, definitely Stanley Kubrick as well.
Yeah, I have not seen many Stanley Kubrick films because they came out when I was too young to understand his concepts, and a lot of them have really mature themes. And so I have been kind of putting it off until I actually have the education and the conceptual knowledge to understand what's going on. And so now I'm finally at the place where I just want to watch all of them. And
Full Metal Jacket's
yeah, I think Wes Anderson has really weird films, but Ben and I were just talking about this because we were watching a strange film of his when they were over, but I really love the color schemes he does.
They're always
the
great.
Concepts are kind of strange.
He did
but
Grand Budapest, right?
Yeah, Grand Budapest Hotel.
Was such a fun
he did
movie.
Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Yep.
Like he did all of those like eclectic.
Isle of Dogs.
He's super eclectic in what he does. He did Moonrise Kingdom, which was I thought it was pretty cute.
That one was a good movie. I watched
strange.
it. It was an interesting movie.
All of them are.
Yeah, but again,
they're just cool concept
pieces.
You know?
You really just have to like understand what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah, they're a little pretentious, but I really like his visions.
Oh yeah, no, it's not like in a snob way.
No, they're just really satisfying to watch.
But it's just it's just like you just kind of have to like sit there and just like enjoy.
I just really like how beautifully like done everything is. Like the colors really look really well together, and he sticks with his palette through the entirety of his films.
And I think the comedy in it's pretty like it's fun.
Yeah, we were watching like the aquatic life of Steve Zissou or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's got just like this star-studded cast, and it's starring Bill Murray. It's got
interesting.
Who's the Green Goblin? Willem Dafoe. And
who's the Green Goblin? Norman Osborn. I don't know. You can't do this to me.
It's got Owen Wilson. It's got Angela Houston, Cate Blanchett. It's got like just Jeff Goldblum, and they're like all in this like marine.
Angelica Houston. She was in She was
so
in
much.
John Wick, and she's like the original.
She's in Witches. She's in like
iconic role though. She's isn't she?
She's from the Addams
Family. That's what I was thinking. The iconic role.
Yes,
but I think I just saw her. I thought I just saw her in John Wick. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I thought her role was pretty good in that.
Well, she's just like an icon throughout like most of.
Oh yeah.
Her career, but like this was just it's like so strangely made. Like it was supposed to be a comedy, and we were all sitting there like, this is so awkward. Like,
oh no,
it was so strange, but the color concepts and things of it was a really cool put together movie, but it was one of the strangest movies I think I've ever seen.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have to give it a watch.
Not a single thing.
Plimpton.
Yeah, not a single thing was actually funny.
Klaus Dahmer. It's such interesting names.
Yeah, it was. It was
Alistair. I haven't seen someone named Alistair since like
in like stories.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever met anyone actually with the name Alistair, but
no, it's just an interesting name. Just haven't seen it.
It's a cinematic name.
Yeah, it really is. Almost like a novel. Like it's almost like those words that you
it's
never.
Very theatric.
It's like those words that you never hear in any like conversation.
Just plain text.
But it's just in every book you've ever read.
Yeah.
Like, I don't hear like presumptuous or anything often.
Yeah, no one says that in their plain dialect.
You're just making assumptions or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, happy National Screenwriters Day. Maybe do a deep dive on some of your favorites or explore some of the different screenwriters and directors and see their visions play out and how differently films can be made.
Oh, yeah, definitely some awesome stuff. But we got a little bit of Twins news to get into, as we're looking at the power ranking of every MLB team's front office entering 2023, and this is from Bleacher Report. But before we get into that, we got Ron over at Hooligans taking home that must-go of $26.30. Good job to you, Ron, meaning that minor jackpot's going to be clicking up to 58 balls or less to take home, and it's going to be clicking up in monetary amount as well.
Absolutely, but we are going to be taking a look at those power rankings. And first off, we got the president of baseball operations, Derek Falvey. Since November, he was in that position since November of 2016, and he says that the Twins are fresh off a 103 loss season where Falvey and his GM Thad Levine entered the picture in 2016. It therefore reflects well that the team has since made the playoffs 3 times, including a way of 101 win campaign of 2019. The franchise that has fallen on harder times since then, but not for the lack of trying on the front office's part. You don't just sign Carlos Correa, extend Byron Buxton, or trade for Kenta Maeda, Sonny Gray, or Tyler Mahle, or as well as Jorge Lopez or otherwise. Oh my goodness. And for what it is worth, the Twins don't simply let Correa walk this winter.
No, he just kind of went and did his own thing.
Yep.
But whether the Twins are equipped to return to the top of the AL Central in 2023 is nonetheless a good question. But the long game matters here as much as the short one. The farm system is in excellent shape with shortstop Brooks Lee, notably notably on the fast track to the majors after going to the Twins at number 8 in last year's draft. Definitely some awesome stuff. If you guys want to keep in the know about everything Twins, make sure you guys are checking in with all that during that offseason. But if you guys want to support them during this offseason, we have teamed up with them for the ETAB game Twins Win, and you guys can play that today wherever Pilot games are played, and check out that home run derby bonus round.
Absolutely, it's a lot of fun. and a great way to show your support for our Twins. So definitely go check out Twins Win. All of last season 12, whether you're playing our Twins Bingo or our Vikings Bingo during our lunchtime show, you guys were taking home points towards our Twiking Zone, and we have the final top 10s of season 12. And kickstarting off 10th place, finishing strong, we had Red at American Legion Fridley with 113,000 points. With 122,000 in 9th place, we had Caribou finishing over at Cooper's Restaurant. 8th place ended up being T-Bone playing at Poppers, who sat with 142,000 points. Then with 148,000 points, right ahead of him in 7th finished Tez, also playing at Poppers. 6th place ended up being Kirby at VFW Blaine with 164,000 points. Then in 5th place, it ended up being Sinbob at Corky's Bar Southaven with 223,000. With 236,000 points in 4th place, we had Loser Dave over at VFW Spring Lake Park. 3rd place ended up being Nan at Corky's Bar Southaven with 266,000 points. Then in 2nd, it was Scrub Eye at VFW Blaine with 298,000. And finishing in 1st place, we had Mikey Wins at the Maple Tavern, who finished with 391,000 points.
Oh yeah, good job to all of our players in the top 10 of those Twiking Zone standings. But on the location side of things, where all these players were supporting, in 10th place, we have Lakefront Bar and Center with 170,000 points. In a two-way tie in 8th, we got Steve-O's and Crystal, as well as Halfley's Bar in Richmond, both tied with 184,000 points. With 209,000 points in 7th, it's Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards in Coon Rapids. 6th is Our Place on 3rd and Faribault with 318,000 points. With 351,000 points in 5th, we have VFW Blaine. In 4th place, we got Poppers in Virginia with 467,000 points. Ending things off in the top 3, in 3rd, we got Corky's Bar Southaven with 492,000 points. With almost a 100,000 point lead in 2nd, we got American Legion Fridley with 589,000 points. And with over a 100,000 point lead in 1st, we got VFW Spring Lake Park ending things off for a 2nd season in a row with 698,000 points. Good job to you, VFW Spring Lake Park, and all of our locations in the top 10 of those Twiking Zone standings.
Absolutely. Congrats to all of our players and locations finishing strong in Season 12. I can't wait to see what happens in Season 13, so make sure you guys are playing that lunchtime show all the time. But we were talking about a little bit of the E-Tab games that you can play, as we have teamed up with many of our MegaSota sports teams for you guys to play exclusive games with them. But we have over 70 different charitable E-Tab games that you guys can choose to play at any time. All of them have 85% payout and huge prizes up to $1,500. They even have small bets between 50 cents and $5, awesome bonus rounds, and free play rounds as well for you guys to check out. So definitely go check those out and let us know which one is your favorite.
Oh yeah, definitely some awesome stuff. But as you guys are going after these jackpots, we got a little music history for you guys. And in 1973, with a boulder on his shoulder, feeling kind of older, 23-year-old Bruce Springsteen re-releases his first album, Greetings from Asbury Park, New Jersey. Definitely a good one.
Absolutely. That's some awesome stuff. I know my mom will definitely be celebrating a little bit of Bruce Springsteen today.
Oh, yeah.
But also on this day in 1997, Johnny Cash plays Coyote, Homer Simpson's imaginary guru on The Simpsons. Coyote tells Homer to buy more material possessions.
Oh, yeah, because that's the only way to solve all of your problems.
That's
Definitely
funny.
some great stuff. But we do have a winner with Gophers over at VFW Blaine, taking home that must-go of $21 even. Good job to you, Gophers, as that minor jackpot's going to be growing and rolling on in this next round, clicking up to 60 balls or less to take home, with that major and mega growing and rolling as well.
Absolutely. We're about to begin enrolled in a game number 10, so make sure you guys are grabbing your iPads and getting enrolled in the next 2.5 minutes, because we're looking to give out some cash in our final 3 games. Make sure you guys are sticking around as we're finishing out our lunchtime show strong. And if you guys want to get ready for the PGL nights ahead on next Tuesday and Wednesday, make sure you head on over to pgl.world. Once you're a member of the Pilot Gambling League, you not only get to acquire those PGL points, but you also get access to insider information like a monthly newsletter. We also love highlighting all the players who sign up at pgl.world and sprinkling a little bit of extra luck on each of ya.
Oh, yeah, and speaking of those players that just got signed up, we got Sandy M, Mama M, Veta B 77, JL12576, Loxon, Osla Loxy, HXX, J Spuzz 00, Mayor Dairy, Lucky Few, Crows, Super Sarah, Vikes 2178, Lees, Cleese 15, Amy 1, Cat Kit, Big Bear 32, Shake That, and Little Bucky. Congratulations to all of our players getting signed up at the PGL. Hopefully we can see you guys get jump started on those PGL standings in Season 13.
Absolutely, and a surefire way to kickstart some PGL points is by downloading that Player Connect app and signing in with your brand new PGL login. Once you're in there, you can just click that sports link that's right above your player icon, and you'll be taken directly to a grid where you can choose 5 squares for the upcoming Vikings versus Bears game this Sunday, January 8th. As long as you choose those squares before kickoff, you can be earning some points for the first, second, third, and fourth quarter of the game. Kickstart those PGL points and download that Player Connect app to win. It's a lot of fun and free, so make sure you guys head on over there and click that sports link.
Oh yeah, but all of Season 12 long, we had a bunch of players in locations duking it out all season long. So we're going to highlight the end of these players just a little longer just because, you know, we got to highlight them as long as we can.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah, and in 10th place, ending off previously unranked, we got TTWL69 over at Spinner's Bar with 1,198,000 points. With 1,315,000 points in 9th, previously in 8th, it's Bergar over at Southtown Lanes. In 8th place, previously in 9th, we got Big Dog over at Little Falls Bowling Center with 1,317,000 points. With 1,337,000 points in 7th, we have Brizo over at the Underground Bar and Grill. In 6th place, we got Sarah Honey over at VFW Austin with 1,345,000 points. With 1,367,000 points in 5th, we got Panda over at the Roadside. In 4th place, previously in 3rd, we got Chapster over at Moe's with 1,422,000 points. In 3rd place, previously in 4th, jumping into these standings last minute, we got Devoided over at the Roadside with 1,436,000 points. With 1,504,000 points in 2nd, we got Sloppy over at Malone's Bar and Grill. And in 1st place, ending things off in the 2 million point club, it is Forget You D over at VFW Austin with 2,001,000 points. Good job to you, Forget You D, and all of our players in the top 10 of those PGL standings.
Absolutely. Congratulations, and congrats to TTWL69 for sneaking in on the final PGL day of Season 12. Nicely done, solidifying your spot in our top 10, and the rest of our players who have been duking it all Season 12 long. All the locations they also play at during that Season 12 took home points as well for their own PGL standings, and starting off the locations, finishing off in 10th, also sneaking in on the final day, we had Neeson's Gaylord in Gaylord finishing with 3,607,265 points. Finishing in 9th place, we had Clancy's on Island Lake in Park Rapids. They finished with 3,656,889 points. Then in 8th, finishing off, we had Stanchion Bar in Hamel as they finished with 3,679,534 points. Then in 7th place, finishing off strong, we had VFW Austin, who finished with 3,697,680 points. In 6th place, finishing off our final player in the 3 million point club, it was LJ's in Miltona. They finished off with 3,867,115 points. Then finishing in 5th, we had the Cabin Bar in Nicolette. They finished with 4,491,645 points. Then in 4th, before I talk about our top 4, we got a winner in this game, number 11.
Oh yeah, we got big time player Bowl over at Corner Bar Goodhue taking home $30.90. Good job to you, Bowl, meaning that minor jackpot's going to be growing and rolling on to this next round, clicking up to 62 balls or less to take home for this game number 11.
Yeah, game number 11, we're about to be getting enrolled in, and we're looking to give out that minor prize. And so make sure, Bowl, you are getting enrolled and getting ready because we're looking to give this prize out. But on the top 4 of our location standings in the PGL world, we finished off in 4th place with VFW Northfield as they finished with 4,641,855 points. Then finishing in 3rd, we had the Friendly Buffalo at Big Lake. They finished with 4,699,695 points. Finishing in 2nd place, we had Poppers of Virginia as they finished with 5,380,365 points. But our number 1 location finished in a club of their own as Howie's Sports Bar Grill of St. Cloud. They finished with 6,436,145 points accumulated.
Oh yeah, definitely some awesome stuff. Good job to all of our locations and players in the top 10 of those PGL standings ending off in Season 12. but we do got a little bit of Wild news to talk about, and I am so glad that we could talk about this with Ben on producer. The Wild are currently 22, 13, and 2, and Kalen Addison had a goal, 2 assists, and the Minnesota Wild defeated the Tampa Bay Lightning 5-1 at the XL Energy Center on Wednesday. Definitely some awesome stuff, with Addison being the first rookie defenseman in Wild history to have multiple 3-point games in a season. 3 assists against Colorado Avalanche on October 17th. I think it's just playing with with confidence, moving my feet, Addison said. I've been trying to focus on getting the pucks into the net, and not necessarily on net, but around the net, and just creating chances for the guys. Definitely some awesome stuff. Glad to hear the Wild taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning and really shoving them into the dirt.
Absolutely.
Eat it, Ben.
Nicely done to our Wild. They have another game coming up this Saturday at 6 p.m. as they play the Sabres. And if you want to show your support for our Wild before that game upcoming, you can play the awesome eTab game that we teamed up with them for, Let's Go Wild. You can check that out at any bar or restaurant that you guys play Pilot games at, and even check out that slap shot bonus round to take home some extra cash.
Oh, yeah, and everyone that wants to check in, just say, beat it, Ben. It'd be nice.
Absolutely. The more the merrier.
Oh, yeah. Not really. Not actually. We forgot alone. But we are going to be moving on to a different kind of ice as we are looking at the fishing report. And we're currently looking at the Bemidji area lakes. And this is by Explore Minnesota, recorded just on December 30th, 2022. Anglers are pulling fish from the shoreline breaks in 12 to 18 feet of water on the lakes Bemidji and Planet Gannett. Jigging spoons and minnow heads or live minnows on a dead stick have been very effective for walleye and perch. Productive times are early and late in the day, but the windows are fairly short. The walleye bite on Upper Red Lake remains fairly good, with especially on the east side of the lake. For panfish, check out Gull, Midge, and Rabideau lakes, and the best crappie action has been during the early morning, late afternoon, and the evening hours. Anglers should note that more than a foot of snow has fallen recently, so slush is developing underneath the snow that covers the ice. This could have big impact on travel on the lakes. Anyone venturing out on the ice needs to check the ice thickness and conditions often, and make sure you guys are trying to go through outfitters as much as you guys can, just so people know where you guys are going to be at out on that ice.
Absolutely. Make sure you guys are taking those proper precautions before you're going out on that ice to make sure that everyone is venturing out and having a safe time while having fun catching those fish. But while you're out there catching those huge jackpots here with Pilot Games, you make sure you guys send those player pictures directly to us. Whether you're holding up your favorite eTab game, your big old jackpot you won, or just having fun with your friends, we would love to see it. So send all of those player pictures directly to us on our Facebook page, any of your social medias with the hashtag Pilot Games, or you can share them directly with us with the email at jackpots@pilotgames.com. It's definitely a great one, and we love showcasing all the different player pictures we possibly can.
Oh yeah, definitely some awesome stuff. But we're looking at a little bit of Vikings news as they're currently 12-4, and Justin Fields won't break the NFL single season rushing record for a quarterback against the Vikings. Chicago Bears coach Matt Eberflus said Wednesday that the Fields reported a sore hip on Monday morning and has been ruled out for a Week 18. An MRI revealed a strain, and the medical staff ruled him a no-go on Sunday against the Minnesota Vikings, meaning it's just going to be that much easier for us to win anyways. Eberflus added that it is not a long-term injury, and Nathan Peterman will make a start against the Vikings. Going to be a very interesting one. But there we go. We got Christine over at Malone's Bar and Grill taking home that minor jackpot of $228, wasting no time at all. Good job to you, Christine.
Nicely done in our second to last game of Game Day Bingo here with you guys. So we got $43.80 getting tacked onto the double Musco in our final round here live with you guys. So make sure you guys are getting enrolled and press and play for this game of Game Day Bingo. Make sure you guys are getting enrolled. We want to give out an awesome prize to leave you off at before we let you guys loose. But if you want to show your support for our Vikings before their game this Sunday when they play the Bears at noon, you can play the awesome eTab game Vikings Victory that we've teamed up with them for, and you can even check out that school bonus round where if you pick a lucky letter, you can end up winning some huge prizes.
Oh yeah, definitely some awesome stuff. But we do have a couple celebrity birthdays to get into as you guys are getting enrolled into this final game of Game Day Bingo. But as you guys are going for it, we have born in 1855, King C. Gillette, American businessman and inventor of inexpensive and disposable safety razor blades. And that's quite a lie nowadays.
Yes. Yeah, well, happy birthday, King C. Gillette. I'm sure your family is happy with the fortune that you have bestowed upon them and the incredible legacy you left behind. But next up, in 1914, we got George Reeves, the American actor. He's known from The Adventures of Spider-Man as well as Gone with the Wind.
Oh, yeah, definitely some awesome stuff. Next up, born in 1917, we got Jane Wyman, American Academy Award-winning actress known for being in Johnny Belinda as well as Magnificent Obsession.
Very cool stuff. Happy birthday. Next up in 1931, we got Robert Duvall. He was the American award-winning actor and filmmaker. He did The Godfather, Apocalypse Now, as well as MASH, as well as The Great Santini, as well as Taxi Driver.
Oh, wow. Interesting. Next, though, and I think almost more important,
Yes.
we have born in 1941, Hayao Miyazaki, Japanese filmmaker known for Spirited Away.
Yes.
Classic.
Absolutely.
Probably a filmmaker that is part of the Studio Ghibli films. And so, yeah, probably obviously one of the best filmmakers of all time then.
Yeah, one of the top grossing films of all time.
Yeah, amazing.
Very cool stuff. And next up in 1946, we got Diane Keaton. I love her. She's known from She's an American actress known from Annie Hall, Little Drummer Girl, and she's also been in movies like Book Club and a bunch more.
Oh, yeah, definitely some awesome stuff. Any relation to Michael?
Michael Keaton? No.
No? Dang. Next up, born in 1969, we have Marilyn Manson, American shock rock singer-songwriter, known for Marilyn Manson, The Dope Show, as well as his cover of Tainted Love. Yeah, not as good as Soft Cells. I saw him live, though. He was pretty interesting. He puts on a show.
I'm sure he does. I myself am not a fan of him.
No, I'm not really either.
Yeah, there's a whole show about... Yeah.
He's just Marilyn Manson. It's just kind of like something that, like, most people just just like...
Yeah, there's been a lot coming out about him.
He's on the, for me, he's, like, on the same, like, almost, like, tier of, like, person I would, like, want to see in person as, like, Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah, no, he's just a messed up guy, you know. It's his whole persona. I don't think it's a persona. I think it's really deep-rooted within him. It's just strange, twisted man.
Yeah.
Marilyn Manson. Next up, someone more widely loved in 1975 we have, who is definitely a big one. It's Bradley Cooper. He is known as the American actor from The Silver Linings Playbook, as well as American Hustle, The Hangover.
He's Rocket and Guardians of the Galaxy.
He's Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, it's definitely awesome stuff. It's really cool hearing his voice work because he actually sounds like nothing like himself.
I would have,
So
I
it's
had
actually,
no idea.
I would actually like to see him explore that more and maybe get into more like cartoon roles. I think it'd be really fun
really
for him.
cool.
Oh yeah, definitely some awesome stuff. Happy birthday to you, Bradley Cooper. Next up, born in 1978, we got January Jones, American actress known for playing Betty Draper in Mad Men, as well as being in X-Men First Class, and even a model.
Very cool.
I wonder who she is in X-Men. That's crazy.
Yeah, we'll take a peek at her. But that was our final celebrity birthday. So happy birthday to all of our celebrity birthdays. And if it's your birthday out there with you as well, happy birthday out to you. Oh, she plays the evil girl.
Yeah, the other telepath.
The one that,
the diamond girl also.
Well, happy birthday. And we got a little bit of Timberwolves news as they are 18-21, and they defeated the Trailblazers 113-106, and Anthony Edwards led all scorers with 32.7 rebounds and 3 assists for the Timberwolves, while Damian Lillard tallied 27 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists for the Trailblazers in the losing effort. The Timberwolves improved 18-21 this season, while the Trailblazers fell to 19-18. They have a game coming up tomorrow at 7 p.m. against the Clippers.
As we are ever so, endlessly floating around 500.
Yes.
Definitely some awesome stuff. But we do have a couple of movies that were released today. And in 2007, we got Freedom Riders. Definitely a good one.
Yep. And in 2018, we got Insidious, The Last Key.
Interesting. But here we go. We got a winner on our final game. We got Bull, big-time player, over at the Corner Bar Goodhue, taking over that must-go prize of $73, meaning that minor, that major, and that mega are going to be growing and rolling onto those 1 to 4 times of Game Day Bingo. So make sure you guys are sticking around for that.
Absolutely. But as you guys get enrolled in your game of Lucky 4 Bingo, the first one of the day, we want to talk about Fun Karen, who took home the largest jackpot this past weekend of $6,980 while playing at the Broadway Bar. While playing at the Broadway Bar, her as well as all the other players that play there support the St. Paul Park Newport Lions. Their mission is to empower Lions clubs, volunteers, and partners to improve health and well-being, strengthen communities, and support those in need through humanitarian services and grants that impact lives globally, as well as encourage peace and international understanding.
Oh yeah, definitely some important stuff to keep in mind that you guys are always supporting these great charities. So before you guys get into this game of Lucky 4, just keep in mind, whenever you play Pilot games, your community wins.
See you guys.
G'day, mate. Aloha. Hello.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Kriesel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching.
Cocktails, t-shirts.
Drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Wah, wah, wah.
G'day, mate. Aloha.
Hello.
This is fantastic. I've never been anything like this before.
It's almost like being in a haunted house without people jumping out at you.
The decorations are amazing. Jack wanted to get his picture next to the skeleton, and I was taking the picture. I was like, oh my gosh, that's prosciutto.
PyCon 2022. I think it's amazing. It's just wonderful. Everybody's welcoming. They're helpful. It's just so much fun.
If you get an opportunity, go for it. The people, all the different decorations, the food, just the excitement.
And then to see ZZ Top at the end of this, awesome.
We're here for ZZ Top. I'm a huge fan of ZZ Top.
ZZ Top.
I love winning on the pilot kicks. I won $2,800 a month ago.
She won $48,000 on bingo. Yeah, baby.
I won $13.28 plus $48,000.
Okay. $30,000, $20,000 at Bleachers Bar.
We have each other pick our bonuses and, for good luck or whatever. And
Everybody can kind of get in on the fun.
It was amazing. I loved it. I would come back.
It's awesome. Get me on that list. I'm here.
I will be here next year, absolutely. And you should be too.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skull, 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 baby! Really cool seeing John Creasel. Really cool listening to him talking his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite. I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson. Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts, drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Wah, wah, wah.
That's a bonus.
G'day, mate. Aloha.
Hello.
This is fantastic. I've never been anything like this before.
It's almost like being in a haunted house without people jumping out at you.
The decorations are amazing. Jack wanted to get his picture next to the skeleton, and I was taking the picture. I was like, oh my gosh, that's prosciutto.
PyCon 2022. I think it's amazing. It's just wonderful. Everybody's welcoming. They're helpful. It's just so much fun.
If you get an opportunity, go for it. The people, all the different decorations, the food, just the excitement.
And then to see ZZ Top at the end of this, awesome.
We're here for ZZ Top. I'm a huge fan of ZZ Top.
ZZ Top.
I love winning on the pilot kicks. I won $2,800 a month ago.
She won $48,000 on bingo. Yeah, baby.
I won $13.28 plus $48,000.
$30,000, $20,000 at Bleachers Bar.
We have each other pick our bonuses and, you know, for good luck or whatever. And
everybody can kind of get in on the fun.
It was amazing. I loved it. I would come back.
It was awesome. Get me on that list. I'm here.
I will be here next year, absolutely. And you should be too.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.
we're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby! Really cool seeing John Creasel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite. I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson!
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts, drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Wah, wah, wah.
That's a bonus!
G'day, mate. Aloha.
Hello.
This is fantastic. I've never been anything like this before.
It's almost like being in a haunted house without people jumping out at you.
The decorations are amazing. Jack wanted to get his picture next to the skeleton, and I was taking the picture. I was like, oh my gosh, that's prosciutto.
PyCon 2022. I think it's amazing. It's just wonderful. Everybody's welcoming, they're helpful. It's just so much fun.
If you get an opportunity, go for it. The people, all the different decorations, the food, just the excitement.
And then to see ZZ Top at the end of this, awesome.
We're here for ZZ Top. I'm a huge fan of ZZ Top.
ZZ Top.
I love winning on the pilot kicks. I won $2,800 a month ago.
She won $48,000 on bingo. Yeah, baby.
I won $13.28 plus $48,000.
$30,000, $20,000 at Bleachers Bar.
We have each other pick our bonuses and, you know, for good luck or whatever. And
Everybody can kind of get in on the fun.
It was amazing. I loved it. I would come back.
It's awesome. Get me on that list. I'm here.
I will be here next year, absolutely. And you should be too.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous days.
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Kriesel. Really cool listening to him talking his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts, drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Wah, wah, wah.
That's a bonus. Ba 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 ba.
G'day, mate. Aloha.
Hello.
This is fantastic. I've never been anything like this before.
It's almost like being in a haunted house without people jumping out at you.
The decorations are amazing. Jack wanted to get his picture next to the skeleton, and I was taking the picture. I was like, oh my gosh, that's prosciutto.
PyCon 2022. I think it's amazing. It's just wonderful. Everybody's welcoming. They're helpful. It's just so much fun.
If you get an opportunity, go for it. The people, all the different decorations, the food, just the excitement.
And then to see ZZ Top at the end of this, awesome.
We're here for ZZ Top. I'm a huge fan of ZZ Top.
ZZ Top.
I love winning on the pilot games. I won $2,800 a month ago.
She won $48,000 on bingo. Yeah, baby.
I won $13.28 plus $48,000.
$30,000, $20,000 at Bleachers Bar.
We have each other pick our bonuses and, for good luck or whatever. And
Everybody can kind of get in on the fun.
It was amazing. I loved it.